In my previous video on SoLA explanation, one of the points in the anti-conclusion segment mentioned the mystery surrounding the purpose of the out-of-age hive mind embodiment, the dirge. Now, if we look back at this challenging side mission in SoLA, it can easily explain what this entity is composed of, what forms it, and ultimately, what its purposes are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the analysis of the out-of-age hive mind. If we notice each of their names, the empty, the weak, the broken, the urge, and the echoes of despair, each have their own dialogue, or rather personality. But despite the differences, if we wrote it as a monologue, they complement each other, reminding that this is one being. Segment 1. How it forms.
My camera! I promised I'd never lose it. Didn't I, Grandpa? I promised.
My camera? Yes, yes! My camera! Mine! Mine! Mine!
Mine!
Ah! I feel them squirming! Wriggling inside me! Inside us. A part of me. It's missing. Parts of us. Please find them.
Is anyone out there?
We feel closeness. Someone near what is lost. Help!
This hive mind is made up of collective consciousness. In the case mentioned above, it's about something they cherish while still alive, and they are still too attached to it.
My camera! I promised I'd never lose it. Didn't I, Grandpa? I promised.
They can be resurrected and look out for it, even though they only exist as flashes and not even a body that can use this cherished item anymore. However, part of them confirms that they can feel the item once their flesh touches it.
Ah! I feel them squirming! Wriggling inside me!
If you notice the patterns, the empty usually starts the idea and remembrance.
My camera! I promised I'd never lose it. Didn't I, Grandpa? I promised.
While the weak tends to take action about the idea.
My camera. Yes, yes, my camera. Mine, mine, mine!
The broken seems to be uncontrollable about the idea, while the urge is dominant in trying to correct the idea.
Ah! I feel them squirming! Wriggling inside me! Inside us.
Lastly, the echoes of despair essentially realize that they are unable to get to the idea and desperately seek help from others.
A part of me. It's missing. Parts of us. Please find them.
Is anyone out there?
We feel closeness. Someone near what is lost. Help!
Segment 2. What it leads to.
Tara? No. What monster did this to you? Tell me. I will find them. For you. For us. If only I could feel you one last time. To taste you. Become one with you. Together. Forever. Forever.
My heart. I can feel it beating.
In the heart of the festival. We all feel it. And this emptiness inside us. It hurts.
The center of my being. The last piece of me left whole. Lost. Help us feel whole again. Say
Save us.
In that monologue above, we notice a new pattern that one of the personalities seems to be more dominant and can affect their entire personality and even make them agree to take action. Let's hear that once again.
Tara? No. What monster did this to you? Tell me. I will find them.
The broken is always uncontrollable about the idea, but apparently the one who found the idea this time. The urge is trying to manipulate what previously sounds sweet and innocent into something cruel and evil, while still always recorrecting the idea.
For you. If only I could feel you. One last time. To taste you. Become one with you. Together. Forever.
While they are all trying to find a way to execute this idea, in this case, revenge for Tara, they must first form into an actual being. So even the echoes of despair are trying to find a way to do it, and the empty, as always, found the idea of doing so.
My heart. I can feel it beating.
In the heart of the festival.
We all feel it.
And this emptiness inside us. It hurts.
The weak, as always, can't do anything and express agony.
The center of my being. The last piece of me left whole. Lost. Help us feel whole again. Save it.
Save us.
This leads us to the next segment about one of their early purposes. They tend to regroup for more strength. Segment 3. What it proposes.
I can still hear it. The beat. The beat connects us. Connects us to it.
It. The greater urge.
Bigger than us. Bigger than all things. Individually, we are nothing to it. But together,
We are so much. We want so much.
to spread, to consume, to be everywhere. Everything.
It is clearer that it forms because of the beat. If we go back to my previous video on Reed and Conrad collaboration, I mentioned something about the out-of-age hybrid humans, such as SoLA, having certain frequencies that facilitate telepathic communication among fellow humans such as Slayers, Cadenza, and Thurston through the out-of-age hive mind. This should now make sense that not only the humans, but also the non-humans have their own certain frequencies. I'll rephrase it again. It was not known before that the non-humans also have their own frequencies of the hive mind, as the Slayers couldn't communicate with the non-humans before, as they had already become zombies and couldn't communicate properly. But now, with the help of the beat, they can. So that explains the existence of the frequencies for non-humans too. After all, these non-humans' flashes are destroyed zombies. It makes more sense, but it's starting to be freaky now as we also discover that the urge personality seems to be demonic and evil. However, it was so strong, and as we get to the late game of SoLA, we've demonstrated that this urge is the one who can dominate these flashes, and they are evil as hell. Is this the main purpose of the living hive mind? To be an ultimate evil being against the good-hearted humans? Then it all boils down to the good and evil endless war in all aspects. And this is also a note to the creative director of this Dead Island 2 project by Dan Buster. He mentioned that humans are, yes, they're crazy and all, and often argue or fight and even war, but at the end of the day, we're the good guys, and we are fighting the bad ones, which in this case are the out of age, the evil inside humans.
We focus on the zombies. It's about you versus the monster and what that struggle means, both narratively and from a gameplay point of view. I find that a lot of zombie IPs out there, they just use the zombie apocalypse as an excuse for human drama, and there's also been an awful lot of this dirge that humanity's awful and we deserve everything we get kind of thing, blah, blah, blah. In our game, humans are, yes, flawed, yes, a bit batshit crazy or full of hubris or narcissistic or whatever, but we're the good guys, right? And we mourn the loss of civilization and LA, and we're the good guys fighting the bad guys. And the whole point is that you're learning what that means and what the autophage, the zombie virus, is, and ultimately how to beat it.
God, where was that currywurst stall again? Or ramen? Or churros? I gotta eat, like, now.
What have you done?
What have I done? I've never been this hungry before.
It is time to consume. Bring us your flesh. Feed us.
It demands to be nourished. It demands to be fed. We are it, and it is us. Become one with us. Become whole with us. I feel myself everywhere. Innards decorating the ground. Skin, bone, and entrails mashed to a soup as hundreds turn and hundreds fled. The main stage exits splattered with departing flesh.
There we were absorbed, swallowed unwhole. Chunks left to rot in the wilting grass.
There! We became this abomination! Because of it! Because of you!
You created us. Your purpose is served. Find us. Feed us.
And us.
In philosophical standpoints, if humans feed their evil thoughts and agendas, they can become dangerous entities that leads to losing their humanity. It's that simple, apparently. That concludes the essays on this out-of-page hive mind for today. What are your thoughts about it all? Feel free to leave anything good in the comment section. I am Fury Rust. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the line.